recording. I can't talk about this.
Should we talk about men's height issues?
Yes.
And their insecurities around height before we get into my TikTok so I can feel better about myself
You're so
when they start
wrong.
making fun of me? Yeah,
Wait,
no, I
this is-
accidentally
Am I
lowered the
gonna
chair.
make fun of you, or
Yes,
am I?
it's a really bad video. It's my
You're
least
gonna be
favorite
angry,
video of myself
probably.
I've ever made. I don't know how to raise
Hold
the
on.
chair.
It's okay.
It doesn't work. The chair's
They
broken.
all work.
She knows they work.
I know all of
You
these
have
chairs.
to sit. You have to do the pull up.
We're gonna do a
method.
different chair.
Okay.
The pull up method.
I don't know how to do that.
You pull up and
No,
you
I'm
rise
not.
at the same time.
Some guys don't know how to do
I
that.
said what I said.
I said what I said.
This chair
Fold the
works.
cheese, David. Fold it.
David.
What reference is that?
Schitt's Creek.
Okay.
When he's like reading the directions to his mom. No, she's reading the directions to her son David, and he's like, she's like, now next, fold the cheese.
And it's like a family
It's a
recipe.
family recipe.
Okay.
I
Hi.
love that is what we're talking about.
Fold the cheese, David.
I feel like I shouldn't talk at all in this episode. You guys should just talk.
No, you have to talk. This is your podcast.
If I wasn't here, what would you be talking about?
This is squeaking. This is not my body making any sort of weird noises, just so everyone knows. See?
I don't
I
think
do that on
I don't think
demand?
you could.
Couldn't do that on demand.
I feel like the lag time was exactly the amount you would need to do on command.
Alright.
Gross.
Hi, I'm Emily.
Are we introducing ourselves?
We never do that.
Well, I'm introducing myself because that's
Okay.
polite.
Hi, this is Emily.
Hey, I'm Matt. Welcome to my podcast. I don't know
Hi,
how much
that's
longer
Matt.
I'll be here. I feel like Ashley's about to take over after I get canceled on my own show.
Sure.
All right, do you want to watch it now?
Okay, so just do a quick review for people who may not know.
Do you want me to do a precursor to this?
Yes.
You want me to set it up?
Set it up.
Set up.
So there was this situation that happened in a bar in September where it was the only time I've ever approached someone doing this, where I basically was like, these two girls were sitting alone in a booth in a Hoboken bar, and I said something like, what a disgrace to humanity that like no one's approaching you, that you guys are here alone.
Were you interested in them?
They were cute. I was like, okay.
Okay.
I started off with like, I'm open.
Okay.
Yeah. That's not like a line that I've ever said to anyone. It just kind of popped into my brain. I think I actually said it to Brett, and then Brett was like, you should say it to them. And then I said it to them.
Were you drunk?
No.
Okay.
I feel
I'm
like
not a cop, by the way.
I'm being interrogated. I just got warm.
Wait, more preface. More preface is that, and you can tell me if I'm wrong. Matt's thing is like, you want to be a dating coach or a life coach or both?
Some combination.
Some combination of
Okay.
dating and life coach
Still
specifically for men
unclear. Sure.
right now.
Most likely.
Most likely for men.
Okay.
So you wanted to push yourself out of your comfort zone. So
Yeah.
you've practiced for how many years? 3 years going up to women and at bars.
Yeah. And we can talk about girls versus women as a distinction, and if that matters, and how much it matters, and if that
Matters a lot.
upsets anybody.
Matters a lot.
So the semantics. We'll come back to that because I like this topic too. Okay, continue.
And so that's why Matt goes up to women and randomly talks to them. Not randomly.
Yeah.
When you have interest, like you're not going out of your way to bother women.
No.
He's not
Okay.
bothering them. Like it's like he's practicing like how to approach women, like how to be confident, how to believe in himself.
Okay.
And he wants
Yeah.
other men to feel confident and like they can approach and like not be afraid and connect. Am I on something? Am I right?
No, you're totally right. I already get what you're kind of like about to poke at, which is like, are you just doing this as like a game for yourself, or are you actually being a genuine person? Because it might be like a waste of everyone's time if you're just like, I'm gonna do my little gimmick to everybody, which is
I've seen some of your videos. I've never gotten that
Yeah.
impression that you were gimmicking.
no. I just think some people take them that way. I'm now like I've entered like a defensive mode because of like recent comments that I've gotten in the last 2 weeks.
Okay.
So now I'm like covering for myself unnecessarily, probably like to an extent that's not needed. But we're just gonna go with it.
Okay.
We're gonna go with it.
We're practicing bravery.
Yeah,
Yay!
practicing bravery. No, I think what's
For
actually
Matt's future clients, what you are observing here is what you shouldn't be doing. Don't get defensive.
Bravery.
By the way, interrupt.
Pure
We're going
bravery.
to interrupt each other as much as possible. I think that's what makes for good podcasting.
Okay.
We're teaching a lesson to everybody. Interrupting. We talked about this
Everybody.
last time that interrupting is good.
Is
Do
it?
you remember that?
I don't remember that because
Oh,
I
okay.
feel like it's bad.
The screen will now play. There will be a pause.
Oh, God.
Where we then talked about the art of interrupting properly on our last episode.
I'm being called
It was
out.
it was more of a debate.
We are learning today that I have a bad memory.
We'll let the record show. I don't actually remember what you said. I might have just
Okay.
said it and you just nodded.
So now you have continued this into an interrogation.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like this is an interrogation room, kind
It's
of.
because we're in this, like,
Dun, dun.
This is such a different vibe than a normal podcast.
very serious.
I do most of my podcasts outside.
I
How do you
am
feel about this vibe?
I'm getting into it.
I am wearing my very
Acclimating.
serious turtleneck here, so.
I am wearing my very serious. Actually, this is pajamas
Okay.
But-
With pockets.
with pockets. It was for my friend's wedding. We all got these little pajama dresses, and we all took pictures with little matching socks and like. But I love it, and I think it's like a dress worthy.
I think so. I think so as well.
Anyway, okay.
So, okay. You went up to these girls because you thought they were cute. You were interested. Like, there was interest there. That's okay to admit. Like,
Yeah, no, I guess what I was going to say is sometimes I'll just, like, treat any situation in a bar as though there could be interest, because maybe I'm too far away from them to really know if I'm attracted to them yet.
like a Monet painting.
Sure.
Full on Monet.
Sure. Like, you're 30 feet away from someone, you're like, I think they could be cute, let me go over and say hi, and then you sort of realize while you're talking to them, one, do they look like what you perceive them to look like from afar, and also if they're, like, if their communication style, if their vibe is anything you might be interested in. You don't know if you're attracted till you enter the interaction a lot of the time. I think maybe
vibe
that's
with that,
like,
yeah.
right, like that, I feel like gets missed when there's sort of like the female to male direction of how men behave is like, men don't know if they're attracted that fast. They probably only need to talk to you for like 15 seconds, but it does take some amount of time.
It
Like, you
does
don't
take
know
conversation.
It takes
Yeah, okay.
like a couple words.
Yeah.
Or at least closing of the distance so you're close enough to a person to get an accurate reading of at least physically what they look like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
So
that's very
walked
good.
over, ended up sitting in the booth with them. We kind of paired off. I was with one of my other friends. So I'm talking to this one person. What I left out of the video, which is why it was initially a bit awkward, is that she had the same name as my mom. And both of her sisters had boyfriends named Matt already. So we were a little bit like,
Oh,
this is going to be an
Why'd you
immediate
leave that
impediment.
out?
that's like the best part.
Because it takes away from the narrative. We're going to watch it. The other detail before you go to it that I left out is that I framed the video as though I got rejected. I just felt like while I was recording, basically a couple weeks after, maybe it was a month or so after this interaction had happened,
Yeah.
maybe I saw a tweet or something that reminded me of that interaction. I was like, oh yeah, I should probably talk about this on camera. It was kind of interesting. So I went back and reflected on it. And when I was reflecting, I just kind of pulled out my phone. I was saying what had happened. And in my telling of it, I was like, you know what, it might, like, something clicked in my brain. If I call it a rejection, that's a little more clickbaity. So I just called it a rejection. What had actually happened is she said something to me that kind of caught me off guard, that kind of stopped me from pursuing, combined with the name awkwardness, which was already a little awkward. And then the interaction just sort of descended from like a vibe where there's romantic interest into more of a friendly vibe. And then like 10 or 15 minutes later, we just parted ways, like nothing, there was nothing of it. Like, it wasn't like she disliked me. She was like, oh, I'm going with my friend to the bar to get a drink now. And I was like, all right, I'll see. She was like, we'll come back though. And then whatever, people get distracted and it just kind of dissipated. We texted for like 3 texts each an hour later, and then that was it. So,
what
in
did
the
she say?
we'll play it. Because I say that part in the video.
Okay,
now I'm going
okay.
to sit here and watch. There's 8 minutes of this. There's
Should we
3.
all take a big deep breath together first?
This is already on the internet for me, so I don't care, but you can.
Alright.
I think you should also, before it starts playing, show the title on screen of what I put on the video.
For you.
On mine. You can see it probably right there.
Hold on.
Or as you're
I'm
watching, you
going-
can just face it.
Wouldn't it
This
just
is
be on
great
the screen?
podcasting. I'm turning myself into the story, and she's watching it. Now we're just doom scrolling.
Yo,
It's like I got distracted.
Also, I just want to show the camera what the search engine says underneath.
I have a
It's
category.
new rejection.
I have a category on TikTok
You
now.
have a category
Matt
on
Beiselman
Tik-
rejection is now its own
Matt-
TikTok category. It's unbelievable.
Well, you did it. Well, you know, not to put words in your mouth, but you literally just said
Mm-hmm.
you picked picked rejection.
I'm not upset about any of this. I'm just saying what happened.
I
I have some regrets, but I'm not upset about it because it's all understandable.
We have different emotional responses.
I got rejected in a way that
You didn't.
changed my mind for
Right, I'm not telling the story accurately.
and
This
this
will be on
which,
it.
which is another name for what?
Lying?
Yes.
But it was
Yeah, but it's like.
girl basically was like,
What is it?
I feel like you're saying all of the right things, but you're doing it on purpose.
you want to pause there?
And
Okay.
Inflecting.
That is a thing she said, right? And so
I
that
haven't even got to her part yet.
that yeah, we were gonna skip past most of my part. My part's not that interesting. That's the most interesting thing that I say because, and I'll go on to say it in the video, but we don't have to watch all of it. We're basically having like a very flirty interaction. The vibes are high,
Yeah.
and she says that to me. I feel like you're saying all the right things, but you're doing it on purpose. And maybe I'm paraphrasing. I don't remember if that was the exact quote, but it was close enough that I think accurate enough.
Yeah, that was a test.
Right.
Because we frequently, when men approach us, we're frequently met with like things that we want to hear.
I'm letting out such a sigh of relief right now because what I go on to say in the video is that was a test.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
That was a
She's like, you're being
But-
so fun.
yeah.
I wasn't being nice. What people in the comments will say about this, they're assuming I was being very nice. I was giving her a lot of compliments. I was saying you're so beautiful, like all these things to her. And so then she was testing that. That's not what was happening. We were having like very like contentious, fun banter.
Okay.
That was a little more aggressive. Like it
Yeah.
wasn't like there was tension.
Did you tell them that you guys exchanged numbers and that you did text
No.
after? Okay. Do you understand this is all very self-inflicted? Like you
Yeah.
did bring the okay. So there's
I'm
really
really
nothing
good
to
at
be
clickbait.
solved here. This is the only thing that
That's a skill. Did you want it to be negative clickbait?
Not necessarily. This is the first time that it ever happened.
Okay.
So I didn't know how I was saying it when I said it.
You're a
but-
very nice man. Like I just say like
Nice gentleman.
I'm a
but
nice Jewish boy.
this
You're
guy
nice Jewish.
I don't know who's on the screen here.
Yeah.
So-
Well,
I'm
that's the
saying.
only video I've done in my glasses, which I think is feeding it a lot for whatever reason.
Yes, it is.
I had not put in my contacts yet that day, and that is the only video. There's a lot of confounding variables that are coincidence here. I still feel like we're on trial.
You're not on
Why
trial.
do men
This is-
feel like
no,
they're
we're all on
trial?
trial.
Oh, okay.
No, what it is.
I'm not on trial.
I like.
This is my home.
This is not on trial.
I like feeling
This
like
is
I'm on trial.
my friend's home.
You guys don't know that you've entered my self-imposed court case for myself. You're just witnesses.
Do you want to sit here?
You guys can just leave. I'll just do this
Yeah,
by myself.
Are you good? What did she say?
You got.
I do not recall.
I'm gonna put my face over your face.
Okay, so
Wait, can I comment on the last thing you said before I interrupted you? And then I want you to talk about it. The test part.
yeah.
Explain what you mean by that.
The line that she said to you, it's like you're saying all the right things.
But you're doing it on purpose.
We're doing it on purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when we're approached by men, and she's seen it happen to me, and I've seen it happen to her many times, where like guys will say like lines because we're very much we're very susceptible to like hearing nice things and everything, especially as a woman in today's society on a daily basis. Like we're so hyper vigilant of, you know, minding our business, staying safe, not getting effed with, like especially living in New York City. I'm very much on the defense 75% of my day. So coming back to the fact of, you know, the line, hearing all the nice things, this is also something that we've been taught when it comes to dating men to, yeah, he's going to be saying all the nice things to get to what he wants to get to, right? So it's not like she was saying that to poke at you to see how you would react and get defensive. And it appears that you didn't get defensive because the result is you guys exchanged numbers.
Sure.
Yeah, so this doesn't, like, you really did just, this was very self-imposed. Like, I'm sorry, like, I hope this isn't,
You got the camera right on you. She's breaking the fourth wall already, and it's great.
Listen, guys.
Yeah, breaking the fourth wall.
Also
is
an
my favorite part
actor,
of the podcast.
so this
Sponsored by
She's like,
Bai.
is this thing on?
This is when we do the ad plugs.
Hi, guys.
Bai,
Guys,
where's your
listen.
tea?
Well, I keep hiding it because
Sponsored by Blue Mics. And
they're gonna come for you. You can't do
and tea's tea, organic.
tea.
and Sans Meal Bar, which I forgot to bring one of. because I have too many. Okay, let me clarify
Okay, so just
the nature of the interaction a little more.
Okay.
Because the common reaction I've gotten is you're saying all these nice things.
Yeah.
We were doing sort of this bit about how we could only date for 5 weeks and then we were going to have to break up because the name thing was too awkward. We were basically just doing a bunch of flirting. I wasn't being complimentary really at all, which I think is why it took... I want to say...
Were you negging?
Was I negging? Possibly, but I don't really think that consciously anymore. I know that there are people that I associate with that do that. It's good that you know what that term is.
I know it's good. I know what that term is.
You work around men a lot, so there's a lot of guys. Well, right, we don't do
It's
that.
like a power move. It's a power move.
Well, it's to try to like create a perception of who has more value in the interaction. You like sort of backhand compliment someone, so it seems like they want your approval. Was I doing that? I don't know, because I don't think about that stuff really. It's possible that if someone was watching that, there might be like 1 or 2 things I said that could be framed that way. Mm-hmm. We were both enjoying it, and it was like 10 or 15 minutes in when she said this thing. Honestly, I was surprised she said it, because I felt like the nature of that exchange was like very even. Like that we were sort of, it was like very
Maybe
collaborative.
it wasn't a response to the exchange that you were having in that moment. It was just her like, hey, I like him. Now let's
Yes. 100%.
Cheers, yeah. Let me drive.
Well, let's see if I can put him in a different mode for a second.
Yeah.
Am I still gonna like him? 100%. That's what I think happened.
That's what happened.
And so she said the thing, and I got nervous about the thing because I had never had someone so explicitly test me where they're basically saying, here's a test now. Because it's such a like not subtle test. There are a lot of subtle tests that women give, and this was not that. Like, I feel like you're saying all the right things, but you're doing it on purpose. Screams, I am testing you, much more than many other tests would. So I felt test at me.
It's like not a test though, because she's being direct with you as humanly possible.
But so then we ended up in a conversation about how good her test was because I really liked it, and it killed the romantic vibe. I just was I was impressed by the test. I just really liked it, and so from there we just became more friendly.
Matt likes dumb girls.
Yeah. Well, it was I think it's an interesting way to test somebody. Do you do that?
What do I do? What do I test?
No,
people
like,
I'm interested in.
No. Test like that overtly. Because a normal.
Well, you have to. Okay, well, rewind here. You approached them. You came to their table.
Yeah.
So she you.
You were the predator. She was the prey.
Okay, let me.
Matt is not a predator.
Thank you.
When octopi don't like men, they throw rocks at them.
Let's talk about the lobsters, like Jordan Peterson. I think.
Is he okay?
I don't know.
He was sick for a minute, right?
He probably isn't. I feel like he hasn't been okay in years, though, psychologically. Now he's.
Well, his daughter went on like TikTok just to like give health up.
Ashley has no idea what we're talking about.
I'm sorry about that.
He's like. He's a lot of these red pill dudes really love him, but he actually early on in his career he had like some
red pill, like a dick pill.
Kind of.
Can you say that louder?
One more time. No. Okay.
What's a red pill, like a dick pill?
It's what these crazy incel guys are taking.
Why are they taking red pills?
Because women don't want to talk to them.
It has nothing to do with the size of their. I'm so sorry.
Not at all.
Don't apologize.
Please don't include this.
I'm just really trying hard not to talk because I don't want to ruin the bit.
Okay, back to what?
My impression, my typical test when my brain goes, okay, I'm being tested now. Normally, it's something like where they make fun of you a little. It's like teasing. They'll say like, oh, you're so cocky. Like, what's wrong with you? Or they'll be like. Oh, you're too old for me, or like your job is stupid, or whatever. They'll say something that's like very low.
Your job is stupid.
You don't have a job.
You're stupid.
I get things on my career a lot because I have a very random set of things, or like whatever. They'll poke a little. They'll poke fun.
Okay, yeah.
Basic teasing is normally what testing is. Saying like I'm about to test you right now and making it more explicit. I just got so engaged because I'm kind of like a sociology nerd. And so she basically brought this like psychology topic to the table, and I just wanted to talk about that. And this is a thing that'll happen to me sometimes in conversation.
Why does that kill the vibe?
Well, it went from like it's romantic flirtatious to like now we're having like a philosophy seminar.
So to you.
So I didn't get rejected at all. I just felt like that's what popped in my head when I was retelling the story. What happened is we just became friends. We exchanged numbers. The texting was normal. Everything's normal.
What kind of day did you have before you posted this video?
I don't remember.
It was a bad day, clearly.
So I was still in my glasses at like 1 p.m.
Yeah. Okay.
It's possible there was like confounding things that made me represent this situation in a way that is not. Yeah, for sure.
Okay. That's what I think happened.
All right, do you want to watch the rest now?
I think it's imperative that I do.
Okay.
Just a little bit.
Oh yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. The glasses
At
were
the
like.
time,
Nail it.
my interpretation of that was essentially like I'm coming off as a bit fake because maybe I really don't remember what we were talking about, but I must have given the impression that much of what I was saying to her was rehearsed in some way. Like I had memorized the material and she was getting stuff that I might say to anybody, and it wasn't unique to her. And I don't actually think that that is what was happening. I think that can happen, but this just does not seem like what the situation was in this particular instance. What I think actually happened.
And then in the captions it says these men are dangerous. He doesn't remember the conversation because he wasn't.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah. No, it's great. There's a lot of those because it's what. Do you want to go forward to Danielle's part now? Because this is what she talks about.
Okay.
No, you have to hear what he says after this.
Okay.
I think she needs to hear.
Oh, the part where I say I
context.
should have just been like, I know I'm so charming, you can't, blah blah blah. Yeah. Okay.
Unsettling, like she had just never witnessed someone being that charismatic. And listen, I have my off nights like anybody, but so when I'm on, as good as there
part.
is. So she was just getting the 10 out of 10 version of me. And
I will
it
defend
was
that point, not everything I said
there
right
was
before
tension
it.
because of it. And
I'll defend
my
that part for
response
sure.
to it was sort of to be like empathetic, like okay, let me like take a step back because maybe
Maybe
I
not
am,
the stop coming part.
maybe I need to be a little
Let me
more
take a
human
step
at this moment.
This is all
But
normal.
in hindsight,
At any point, wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Just I want to go back to what actually happened that night.
Yeah, because this just is not.
I don't-
The problem is
yeah.
this is just not an accurate representation of what happened.
It's not an accurate representation. Did you think that maybe you could have responded saying something like, I don't know, like when a woman, like if I could just see myself, like if I was giving that line to a guy who approached me and my friends at a table and like he and I started, like we paired off and like started talking and I threw that line at him. Everything you saying sound like rehearsed and stuff.
Which isn't what she said. That's my interpretation.
Right. Okay. From the video. What was it that she fucking said? You have to write it on the board.
I feel like you're saying all the right things, but you're doing it on purpose.
Was she smiling when she said
Yeah.
that? Okay.
There was like a happy energy to it. It wasn't critical.
You could have said something to like, well, you know, when I see a cute girl across the bar, I want to be on like my best game.
Yeah.
I also approach women too.
I am a big old bisexual.
And I,
You've got the right person in the house. She knows red
Perfect.
pill. She approaches women also.
yes. So like when a woman, just coming from my angle and stuff, like when I've approached women and like I've gotten that kind of like response, like this kind of dance, it's a tango. Typically like it's like seeing how well you can think on your feet.
Yeah.
And for me, if I was you in that position, I would have said like what I just said before, like, well, yeah, like it's not that it's not genuine. I just want to make sure I'm saying all the right things when I think somebody's cute.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's definitely a good option also. Before you play the rest of it.
Ist.
No, I'm not. I feel like sometimes I'll respond to a test just being like, I know I'm incredible, whatever, and then I'll just, like as a joke, just be like, I'm God.
Yeah,
I'm Jesus,
that's
whatever.
fine.
So the way that I describe what that would look like in this video is just not how I would normally say that. I just try to logically articulate it.
Yeah.
When what would work is if I was actually to display what that looks like, because the way I explain it in here makes it seem like I'm a bit sociopathic.
Yeah.
You can watch it.
and in similar situations in the future,
I'm sorry.
I don't know that we're gonna be able to do this topic the whole time. Is this what the whole episode's gonna
I
be?
don't
answer
know.
to that is just to steamroll it because they don't know what they want.
That's the
thing
way
that I
it's
wish I had
Yeah.
done, which I would hope that other people would do in similar situations, is just to call out the obvious.
What was your what was your thinking behind they don't know what they
So
want?
I had just made a video a little bit before this about how nobody knows what they want about anything. As like a philosophical point
So
that went
they-
mega viral. They, to me, applies to literally every human that's ever been born. And so the way it was like stream of consciousness, I was like, as I was saying it, I'm like,
Damn.
this is just going to make this more polarizing. Which it did.
Were we just on a mission? Like,
Were we on a mission to self-annihilate?
I feel like that's what we're doing. I'm not sure what my mission was. Not to self-annihilate.
we're not on that mission. Wait. Not we.
No. To figure out what the psychology is behind this.
Yeah, you were on a self.
Yeah.
You were on the
Yeah.
mission.
Yeah.
We're not on that
prison
mission.
for
Well, we're dissecting the video.
Yeah. I'm trying to help you, man.
No, you don't have to do
I'm
it
trying
to help me.
understand your character.
I don't need to
Yeah.
be helped. I'm doing a podcast on Sunday about this. we're just having a good time about this.
Okay.
Which is, in this case, just go meta with it and be like,
Yeah, that
I feel like
this
what you're
part.
literally telling me is that I'm so charming that you can't deal with it. And I know, like, I'm incredible.
This is
obviously.
not what I actually
Keep
think.
going.
This is what I could have said as a joke.
You don't think this? You recorded yourself saying
No.
this, and you don't actually think what you just.
I
posted?
was saying hypothetically I could have responded to her with that line in
Oh,
a
okay.
sarcastic tone.
But
Yes.
you didn't say that.
But you
You just said
I
it.
actually thought that was clear.
No, that's so unclear.
Okay.
It's the most unclear thing ever because genuinely I watched that and I was like, who the fuck is this?
To me, I thought that was
Listen, my
clear
friend, that.
because I think I
Oh, somebody next time.
because when I say I think what you're literally telling me is me role playing the interaction.
Me?
No, when I say it in the video, I use the word you.
Okay.
Yeah, that's me role playing what I could have done differently in a different situation.
But
Or
no
in
one's
that-
in on the joke. No one's in on the
Yeah,
joke.
but that's fine. This is not a well-made
It's
video.
not because you just got attacked by people in the comments.
I'm fully aware this is not a well-made video.
But like,
The re-
there's no bad PR.
No,
Are you
yeah,
from that
there's
school
Let's
of
talk
thought?
about that.
Are you from that school of thought? Which was my question also about
That's
this.
what my degree
All right,
is
well,
in.
we can close this because we don't need to watch her
Okay.
because that's really the conclusion of it.
Okay.
Let's talk about that.
There's no
So
bad PR.
the consequence of this is that I got a huge boost to. It didn't really affect Instagram because the reaction video that was made about me was TikTok specific. But on TikTok, all of my videos got a huge boost in views. Not just this one. And I actually have a bunch of videos that I made right after that, sort of commenting on the video that I had made. I turned it into this whole like game of myself where I'm like, sometimes I don't say the right things the way I want to. Sometimes, like if I could re-record something, I'd say it differently. Some of the points I said I stick to, but they probably were misinterpreted because I didn't explain them that well. Some of them probably were interpreted right, and I just disagree with most people on a lot of things. Like, I don't actually think most people can figure out what their true motivations for things are. But that's not female, that's certainly not a women-only thing. I just make it sound like that's what I'm saying.
Why?
I
would
thi-
Yeah.
Wait, no.
Okay.
We're both like-
Anyway, so all of my other stuff that sort of disagrees with myself in this one, people are watching my stuff more because of this. And so,
Because they're
Yeah.
trying to build like what is happening here and the surrounding stuff. Also, like people are allowed to change. You know.
Yeah.
I don't wake up. I mean, unless I have like if I have a to-do list, but I don't wake up every day being like, yeah, like I definitely need to only be like these 2 or 3 things like every day. But people are allowed to change and stuff. You are not. You are
well,
not
this was
who
only
you
6
were.
weeks ago.
Oh, so it was recent.
The reaction
Why
video
brought it
that
to
was
the
made
table?
about me was 1 week ago.
That's why it's here on the table.
But also kudos to you and also to Danielle for being open, you know. Best of luck to you on Sunday to be talking about it. So that does take a lot of gumption because I think too often in this like how we run now is like people are like, no, I said what I said and I meant it, but like it sounds like you're open to like give more context because I feel like part of you doesn't really agree with who you were in that video.
It's just the way that I phrased everything.
Yeah.
Like, it was just lazy phrasing. I think, so, has this been a net positive on my life? I would say it's pretty neutral, honestly. Like, first of all, men are not watching that. Like, all the comments are women.
Okay.
That video just doesn't, like, they're just not, like, the idea that men are going to watch that and be like, yeah, I should treat women worse because they watch that. Maybe if I had a much larger following, I could worry about that. Maybe that's, like, I don't know, naive of me to say that no one's going to take that. I think where I am at currently, the odds that some guy will watch that and behave poorly as a result of that video are extremely low. On balance, I just upset a bunch of people unnecessarily who probably forgot about it 5 minutes after they watched the video.
Yeah.
So, like, on balance, there was probably no net effect on anyone's life because of this, except for maybe Danielle, because she made a pretty long video about it, and it's her highest performing video she's ever done.
Wow. Are
So-
you like, you're welcome?
I'm not. I would say that to her face when I see her, and I'll probably edit this part out because
Yeah, don't.
I don't want to name her that much. But what I think will be the net positive is that I will be able to have a conversation. Well, this one, and then the one that I'm going to do with her, where I talk about what it's like to say something imperfectly or very far from perfect, and then because there are two common paths that people take when they do something like this. One is they just are like, they double down on it. They're like,
Right.
well, I said it, so, and I don't want to admit I'm wrong ever.
Right.
They
I
double
said what
down
I
on it.
said.
Or they delete it and never talk about it ever. And I'm like, I think I'll just leave it up and just make it like a nuanced conversation about what I did right, what I like about it and what I don't like about it. Even if 80% of what I said there I think is bad.
You sound like someone who has done a lot of like emotional work and is willing to like grow from this.
Thank you.
Do you agree?
Yes.
The sigh of relief.
Well, here's my hesitation on that. 'Cause-
Why? Why
No.
is there
okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna criticize myself way too harshly. I'm almost entirely agree with the compliment
Yeah.
of me. I've been around men who teach like what functionally is just pickup artists.
Right, and
And-
that's harmful. That's not like a good thing for women.
Yeah, unless it's like
Unless-
No,
Man
full stop.
behind
No, not unless.
Well-
Pickup artists are very harmful for women.
some guys are categorized as pickup artists even if they aren't, and so there's nuance in who those people are.
Pause though.
Well-
If there's a good man behind the pickup, then it's fine.
We're talking about the benevolent
Right.
dictator, essentially, which
No.
which does exist, but on balance, you can't trust the behavior. But like, if you know the person on
Yeah,
an
if they're like a
individual
good
level,
person, but they're just scared to talk to women and they ask for help.
That's just learning charisma and how to talk to women. That's not a pickup artist. A pickup
Oh.
artist is a man
Like a
who.
con artist.
Yes.
well, the names get misused
Okay.
so much that I think a lot of people who are just like charisma coaches will just then be classified as pickup artists.
Well, then it's their job to make that distinction.
They try, but the internet doesn't necessarily let them.
It doesn't matter. There is no try, only do.
Yeah.
So they have to.
self-identified. These are not people who would self-identify as pickup artists, but other people may call them that.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, I've been around these people before, and there's one guy in particular who will, and this sort of is an analogy to what I'm doing right now with the video thing, is he'll have a social violation on purpose with a woman he's talking to so that he can preempt her response and apologize and so basically he'll like put his arm around someone. I've seen him do this. Like put his arm around someone he's only known for 30 seconds, which is like he knows is way too soon, right? And then he'll like watch her tense up. He'll take the arm away immediately, and then he'll be like, "I know what that look means." And then he'll display that he's the kind of man who can identify the social violation to show that he is empathetic. And the truth is, this particular guy I've seen do this, he's highly empathetic. My worry is that someone could use that as a tactic if they're not empathetic. And this
That's
is kind of
not
what
being
you're getting
empathetic.
at.
That's being manipulative. You don't put your hands on somebody.
Well, no, but like we're
You don't
talking
put
about
your hands on somebody that you met 30 seconds
we're
ago.
talking about like reach the arm where like they can reject the hug, not like we're touching. Just like, you know, sometimes you reach your hand out to someone and they can grab your hand or not. You know, you give someone sort of like an air hug
It's
and they
a
can
touch.
either enter the hug.
It's just like
Right.
you're going
You've
going
like
for
entered
it.
their space, but you're not touching them.
You're going for it and they're tensing as you're
Right, and then so
you're
you
like,
don't do it.
Oh, I think the people that like, and tell me if I'm wrong, the people that you're talking about, they're good guys. They're trying to like teach something, but that's a very weird thing to teach someone.
Yes.
Yeah, especially
To,
with
like,
a participant who isn't aware.
Induce uncomfort so that they can, because a million moments in life, and especially in first meeting someone, where you can practice empathy.
Well, can I tell you what my meta
hard.
concern is about all of this? Why I feel a need to justify these people who you guys have never met to you and
Yeah,
get
sure.
like, because I want you to
Do I know this person who does the?
know.
Are we talking about
Say,
people? Well, if
come
we're
over.
going to be talking about people, then that's something that people have that I would have to discern by meeting this person. You're talking
Sure.
about actions that they're doing, and I'm giving you my genuine reaction
Yeah.
to it. So if we're just basing off action, we can only base off actions here. I understand that you may know this person personally. You may or may not.
You know people in the world, you've met
I know
some of
people
them.
in
Not
the
this
world,
guy, but
yeah.
you've met people that know him. You're 2 degrees away from him, I guess.
So okay, but so we're just basing this on the actions that you're describing, like
Yeah.
doing these tests with unknowing participants and unwilling. That's a form of manipulation. It's not
Sure.
empathy.
But I would go into a whole philosophical rabbit hole on this, that almost everything we do with anyone is a form of manipulation, which is, I think, partially a cop-out and partially true. Which
How
is the
is it-
But one is conscious and one is unconscious.
Well, yeah, but I think the lines on those are blurry also.
It's not blurry if you're like, I am going to do this action,
Yeah.
so I induce this feeling.
That's direct
Right,
communication.
but if you're someone who has internalized that behavior so much that's just your personality.
Then,
Which internalized what behavior?
then that's
So basically you
not
put-
that's not a conscious thought. That's
Well,
a
let me
subconscious behavior.
let me give you the flip side in the opposite gender direction. Sometimes when I post videos about women testing men, I will get responses from men who say any woman that tests you is automatically like that's a red flag, she's bad news. And I'm like, you don't understand what testing is, because this is like a subconscious reflex they're having because they're trying to gauge who you are. And
both.
And so women have internalized testing largely into their personality. Sometimes I would imagine you test very consciously, and sometimes you test unconsciously where it just kind of comes out. And maybe you only realize you're testing after you've heard the words out of your own mouth. Not every test you do, you think, I'm about to test before you
Yes.
say it.
No, absolutely.
It's a reflex.
Yes, and it doesn't. It's not just in dating; it's in life,
In everything,
right? Like
yeah.
when you're merging into a highway and you're both. There's
That's
a
why Ashley's here.
moment. Well, it's true. There's a moment when you're both in the same lane, and I ain't that person. I'm like, I'm going first. Thank you. Get the
I like
fuck
this
out of my
analogy.
way. Do you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, there's a moment where two people, somebody has to make a move, right? Like, someone has to get in front of the other person, and I think that's the difference.
Yeah, that's conscious.
Yeah. Well, I guess
Forgot what I was talking about.
but when you're merging on a highway, your brain, like, you're not, if you're thinking about I need to get to this destination in a certain amount of time,
Yeah.
like, what are you thinking about while you're driving? You're not thinking about the merge necessarily. You kind of just like do it.
Yeah, that's what men do.
No,
In
but
a
that's what
way.
everyone does.
But yeah, well,
No, I'm not talking about
it's
the
like,
driving specifically. I'm talking about in general.
in general.
Most,
you
like,
have to like go somewhere. What?
So am I.
behavior just kind of happens, and then, like, the way I view behavior, honestly, is that we don't decide what we do, we witness what we do.
If you're somebody who doesn't do the work to choose who you are, because you can observe who you are, and then you can take, like, there's a saying, it's like, in between stimulus and response there is space, and in that space you have the choice, like, but you have to choose preemptively to take that choice, to live your life in a way where you're like, what did I do yesterday? Do I like who I was? Do I like when I respond this way? You know?
I agree with this. I think we're talking about two different contexts. So you're talking about, and let me make this more clear.
Yeah.
You're talking about, like, a decision, a life choice. Like, am I going to do this today or this today? Am I
No, I'm even talking about merging on the highway.
Okay.
Is this something I need to be more careful about? Am I reckless when I merge? Am I reckless when I talk this way? Do I feel super intense every time I go and talk to this person? What's going on with me?
This is reflecting
Reflect,
about it, but not while you're in it.
not while you're in
it's
it,
happening.
but then the next time you're in that situation, you're cognizant of it. You're like, I'm going in with my eyes open and like my intentions. So that way, the 5th time I do it or the 20th time I do it, it is a part of who I am now.
Sure.
And I correct that behavior.
Not to make this too freaky, and freaky, not creepy.
Freaky, not creepy. Creepy,
Okay.
not freaky.
So none of us,
inside
like,
joke.
before you said that, did you know you were going to say it? And this is not just for you. Like, we don't know like, the way I view conversation is we're surprised if you actually were to look at how you talk. Every time you say something, it's a surprise to yourself that you said it the way you said it. You say a new thing you've never said before, and you're like, that's what I said just now? Like, if you really introspect about what it's like to say a new idea that you've never, maybe you use a phrase you've never used before, or you just make a different reference or a different analogy, like, every time you say anything, it's sort of, like, you didn't plan to say it. It kind of just happens because there's such a speed, like, it's so rapid to have a back and forth with somebody. You're not rehearsing. It just kind of comes out of your body, the words.
Are you just talking about what kind of state you were in when you made this video?
A little bit.
Okay.
No, I'm talking about every
She's
time.
picking up while you're putting it down.
You were ready to say that one for a few seconds before you said it.
Because I feel like this part of the conversation, I think I'm trying to find my footing here because, like, are we talking about call and response? Like, you know how in music there's the call and response element in some songs. Are you talking about responding in the moment of hearing something and and then recognizing a moment that you're in, or are you talking about like thinking ahead, like not thinking before you speak?
I'm still on the testing thing, so that is a very, like, someone says something, someone else reacts very quickly. So, like, a man will say something to a woman, and it's some kind of, like, overly sarcastic or, like, cocky statement. Uh-huh. And before she's even, and this is going to sound like I'm saying only women do this. It's not, because I can give a million examples in the other direction. But I think women do it more because they register that a test is necessary more because they need to test men more.
Yeah.
Because it's necessary.
The reason this happens is because it's out of necessity is why it happens more from women. Because men need to be tested more. Okay. I'm not saying that women inherently would test more. I'm saying it's the interaction of the two genders is why it happens. Anyway, a man will say something that is sort of like concerning, or maybe it appears to be too charming, and so it elicits a test.
Yeah.
And so as you're saying the test, maybe you'll, like, so this is this distinction I would make. I think a person who deeply introspects and understands their own psychology well will say a thing and realize this is why I'm saying the thing, either as they're saying it or immediately following themselves saying it. A person who doesn't introspect at all will never even
think about it.
They just are doing things, they're just doing.
I think
and they never know what they did.
You're missing the first part that happens, which is the feeling you get in your body.
I think that's all included.
It's not, though.
No, it's not.
You feel before you think, because your thoughts are affected by the stimulus. Like, stimulus, that's what that saying means, like the space between stimulus and response.
Yeah.
So if I feel threatened by someone, I have a feeling in my body that's like, ooh, this feels like I'm in danger, because that's what that response really is I'm a woman, am I in danger? Is this man trying to pick me up? Mm-hmm. Is he trying to drug me, take me home, use me, hurt me because I'm a woman? Does he hate women? Obviously those are extremes, and like I
think those cases are really clear. I'm talking more about when you're like, I like this guy, but I'm not sure yet. And so
but what she's talking about is what we have to be aware of the entire time in this scene.
And it's to varying degrees. So if I'm talking to someone I like in that case, I like them. Like, what did you say? Like, I like them, but I'm not sure. How
often are you consciously anticipating danger, specifically in a scenario where you have some amount of comfort with a person and you've established that you like them, you're just not sure if it's real yet or not?
With a man?
Yeah,
with a man the whole time.
The whole entire time.
Okay, but like, where does that rank in the hierarchy of your brain?
The whole time.
Right here.
Right, yeah.
So frontal lobe. So that's in front of
front of every smile. Yeah. It's behind every smile. Every way I look, how low my shirt is that day. It's in every part of my body. It's in my fingertips. It's in my toes. You know what I mean? It's everywhere.
Sure.
I don't know if I can laugh in front of this guy, because do I want him to is it safe to be joyous in front of him? Is he going to use that against me? And I'm not saying it's that extreme every single time. Of course not.
But that takes time.
But that takes time, yeah. It takes time. Does that sound extreme?
It sounds extreme, but I think I'm imagining a different timeline than you, which is maybe why it sounds extreme. Like, if you're imagining I've known someone for 3 minutes, I think I understand that. If we're talking 30, it seems odd to me if it's been like nothing but positive for the whole 30, unless, and this is probably where like a lot of that comes from, is most men are really bad at conveying a sense of safety well.
I think that, so here's where I think the disconnect is happening.
Yeah.
There's a whole genre that's popular in podcasts called true crime, and the majority of the murderers that end up being the murderers in these episodes are women's boyfriends, women's husbands, women's family members, women's stalkers. So like what you're talking, like I think what needs to be addressed right now in this moment, because I can tell that you are coming from a genuine place, and you really do want to help, and I can see you being a very successful dating coach, life coach in that sense. What this isn't the reality that needs to be accepted for you to move forward to be successful is the fact that this is something that we, full stop, are taught from a very young age to be on guard with. It's something that, like, if it's not told us directly, we see it in the media that we consume. We hear it in the stories of, like, women that, like, we know, like, maybe not personally, but have a disconnect to. And this is not me trying to, like, this is not your fault or anything like that.
I'm not interpreting it that way.
Here's where you can help. We can't teach men how to make us feel safe. There's a problem within your guys' side where you need to kind of perhaps pause dating, go have a meeting, go have your annual man meeting, and kind of check in with each other, because what the hell is going on? We're defensive, and we have this consciously on our forefront because there's still men killing us out here.
Sure.
And I'm not saying that women are never like serial killers or whatever, but if you want to help men get into successful relationships and healthy relationships, then this is something that doesn't need any more diagnosis. We're telling you what the problem is. You can help if y'all just kind of come together and be like, hey, these women that we are attracted to, they're people, and they've been scared for a very long fucking time.
I think even like, because that's like from A and that's like Z, right? Like A to Z. Wow, it's funny that I'm in the middle.
This was
A
planned.
to Z. I'm like T, you know? I don't know. Little T over here. Maybe.
Bye.
Little T. Pie?
I think
Bye.
Bye's gonna be like, why the
Wait.
fuck are we part of
Bye.
this?
Oh wait, let me say something because I think this will bridge the gap completely. And from my own personal experience, I have talked about this. I have dated guys I've dated a couple of guys. I've been in a couple of abusive relationships, and I can tell you for 100% certainty that on the first date, on the 5th date, on the 10th date, I felt safe and I felt fine. And you don't find that out months later. And then it's like I'm dealing with like years of remembering like some guy saying, well, if you don't sleep in same bed with me tonight, well then I guess you just like never want to be with me. Like you don't get that on the first date because you don't know who somebody is in the first 30 minutes. So for me to like give, like as a woman now in my 30s, because I'm 30. Okay. Because I'm 30. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
7:30. Okay.
Welcome.
Thank you. As a woman
5/6s.
now, 5/6s. That was so. I did not understand that.
They didn't have any zeros.
I loved
at
it though.
At the candles.
No,
so.
I understood it later, but it was like so clever.
Oh, your birthday
My
cake.
birthday-
We
I
got to
saw
do a
it.
30th candle, but they only
Yeah.
had 3s. They didn't have any zeros, so we had to go with 5/6s.
It was so thoughtful. It really was.
We could have gone to a different store. It would have been more thoughtful.
No, I was creative.
We had to
It was
come from Carlos
creative.
Bakery, another sponsor, Cake Boss for this podcast.
Wait, that cake was so good.
Cake Boss is really good.
Cake Boss.
I don't want to derail you too much.
Okay, but I'm saying from A to Z to like from murder to dating. I think that sweet spot in the middle for me now, at least I can only speak for myself, but why I am guarded up here is not necessarily are they going to kill me? Like most likely not. Like hopefully not, right? But
We would like to not
we
be
would like
killed.
to think that we're not going to be killed, and
Yeah.
you would like to think you're not going to be killed by whatever. But like right here for me is like, who is this man 3 months in? I don't know. So right now I'm not going to give him the same kind of like a belly laugh I'm going to give my girlfriends because like I'm not there yet. Or if I do, fine. But like It's just there's a level of like I don't know you yet. I don't trust you yet, and I need
Sure.
to trust you.
Yeah, well, I do actually, as much as I agree with all of this, I do actually think there are things men can do to make you feel safe.
Ooh,
like
what
I
are
do,
they? Tell
I do
us,
think
tell
that can
us.
be taught.
Tell us how you can make us feel safe.
Okay, the number one thing by far that I think would be impossible to disagree with is that there is a circle of female friends in his life who vouch for him being like a good person. Most men don't have this. If you object to it, and these are not like exes and people he's hooked up with and like flings, like actual friends. Give me the counter argument.
I don't have one. I just. Why does he have so many female friends? But also, I'm like, what's his career? Are there a lot of, like, I have a lot of guys around me because I'm a
Sure.
musician. Is it sensible? Or does he have a hard time being because some guys only really hang out with girls and it's like,
No,
why don't you
both.
have guy friends?
Both.
He has a healthy mix.
Yeah.
But it's more guy friends than girlfriends.
Yeah, I mean, I have plenty of both. Why do I have that?
Because that's healthy. That's healthy. You have both.
I'm a social person.
Yeah.
I'm in a lot of different circles. We have our music circle.
Yeah,
I have like my podcast circle. I guess like a lot of my male friends are just from childhood or college or whatever. I mean, most from college or from around that time. My like sports betting circle. I don't know. I've just like picked up people from different places. And I guess you could then argue like, will a guy just bring around a bunch of women to make it seem like he passes the test so that he can circumvent this thing? I think you would have to like if you you'd have to
that's
but if
way-
you meet those people it would be pretty obvious which bucket they're
Yeah.
from.
Yeah. No. I think it's good if you have guys and girlfriends. But if you're one of
Yeah.
those guys who only has like girlfriends, you'd have to just like meet them.
Yeah, I'm not saying
And
that.
approve.
I'm not saying that.
But there's no right or wrong answer.
No, but the more people that vouch for you, the more of a green flag you are.
that's so true.
It's also in your actions as well.
Your actions.
You know, I mean, criminals get character letters to judges, but they still did what they did.
It's fair. Okay, so
Yeah. Well, it's a combination.
Having a good like network of people who go, I can vouch for this guy. He's a good guy. One, I agree. I think that's great.
Okay. The second one is having been subjected to tests. I feel like this is me talking to
What?
other men. No. Like the test that you're talking about.
What test?
Like getting tested by women and like you meet a guy, let's say you're on a first date with someone.
We're not testing you right now. We're telling you
We're
like
testing
what you can do to help.
I'm testing
I'm
you.
talking about
No, I test guys all the time.
No, I'm not saying
I think
that that's
my
not
I'm talking
it.
about what
personality
you would
is
do
I'm
to vet that a guy is safe.
Okay.
What would I do?
But
Time.
But
Time.
Time.
you don't need time.
No, but like if there's
It's basically time is really a proxy for how many different situations have you seen the guy in where there was a chance of him being reactive in a way that was dangerous
Oh, yeah.
and him not doing that.
that and a million other
Well, yeah,
things.
we have to see you mad. We got to see how,
Yeah,
like, we're
how
all going
mad
to
do
get
you get
mad.
when you're
Men,
mad?
it's not that men can't get mad or angry or anything like that. Y'all just have, and this isn't your fault.
Y'all.
I like
It's
y'all.
it's more so the fact that like whatever the very narrow definition of what a man is that unfortunately men have created. Like we want the old toxic and the red pill people kind of thing. It has not done its job of showing how good emotional regulation can happen and how you
Yeah.
can process anger in a healthy way.
Absolutely.
So that
No, I
so
love
what
this.
so this what
No, I love this topic.
great. So like what you just said, like yes, time. We have to see what kind of angry man, like how angry you get and what you do with that anger.
Yeah, I don't expect anyone to trust me, maybe ever. I think trust is gradual.
Trust is
You just
better.
trust someone
Yeah.
more and more over time, and it's not just time, it's how many different situations have you been exposed to where there was a chance for you to get angry, and maybe you got angry, but you got angry in a way that was healthy and you processed it, you didn't take it out on anybody.
Yeah.
So, like, that's what I was saying, like, they
Okay.
need to be tested,
Yeah.
as in, like, they need to be faced with situations often, or at least, if it's often, it doesn't take as long. If it's not often, it takes longer. Like, the more he's tested, then you'll know his character sooner. If there's only some kind of test happening once a month, it might take 3 years to really know somebody.
Well, okay. And it's not just anger, right? Like there's
No, of course.
a million other things. Like how does he act? Like are you compatible in the way that you process things? Like do you like someone who's super communicative? That's a type of trust. Like, knowing how somebody feels safe is like so important. Like, for me, I'm super communicative, and I would rather somebody over communicate than under communicate.
Yes.
And some people, that makes them feel very untrusting. They're like, why don't you internally like process?
Which is crazy.
You know, like, yeah, I mean, but people are different, and people thrive how they thrive. But it's like not just anger. It's like, how do you show up when my mom calls me and you're kind of annoyed that I'm on the phone? Do you have a conversation with me about it? I guess that could be anger. Like, how do you call when someone interrupts us? How do you act when the waiter comes to the table?
Well, I think this is a no. It's a good. I think you've raised a point that I wanted to say like 20 minutes ago. I forgot about it. I think sometimes a small fire is the best thing possible because it.
Like a literal fire?
Yeah, literal. Okay. I think that someone who is really, really nice is a bigger potential red flag than someone who is a little bit pushy, but it's it's modulated. Like someone who, I'm trying to think how to say it well because it's like a nuanced point. But basically, I think the safest thing that someone can be is non-needy. Like, it's safe and attractive. If a guy's upset and he does, okay. This
it's
is like
his verbiage. It's his verbiage.
yeah. I'm trying to walk through it so that we can understand
You
it.
need some more verbiage. Like,
Yeah.
there's a narcissist.
We're just going up and down in the chair.
Where
are you going?
I'm just like really antsy person. I'm trying not to swivel, and I'm swiveling. So I'm like, maybe I'll move the chair.
Let me
That's
just-
the temptation of these chairs, like to go like
So
this.
bad.
Mine got too low and I just got a different one.
That's true.
We should just get Ashley a different. You want a second chair?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good. I'm just gonna.
You should just have two
I'm just
next to
gonna
each other so you can
swivel.
bounce back and forth.
I'll just back up.
Someone who is never upset and never says anything that is critical of you is worse than someone who is critical in a healthy way, is basically what I'm...
Well, that's not even nice. That's just dishonest.
Right, well, so I feel like every single thing on social media of mine or of anyone else that gets bucketed like this, where you were being nice and it was fake, everyone seems, and maybe this is just social media and it's not actually reality, but people are predisposed to assume like that if there was a negative reaction, it's because the guy was fake nice. And I agree that is a major problem. I think it's like a cop-out just to put everyone in that bucket, but the point stands that niceness is not good because like uniform niceness across the board is dishonest.
Well, yeah, you have to be okay. I think to your point, there's a narcissist expert who goes like, she does a lot of talks. It's something Romney. I can't remember her name right now. But I think you should watch her videos because she specifically says one of the biggest telltale signs of someone who's narcissist or has like, I'll say like probably emotional regulation problems of like disassociation, because that's really what we're talking about is like we're disassociating either in the moment and we know, or we don't even know and we're just the nice guy and I'm a victim and da 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 da. Mm-hmm. But somebody who's extremely charismatic, she says red flag. Yeah. Red flag. I think that's kind of what you're saying.
So I'll reference Owen really quickly.
Owen.
Owen is the leader of the program that you witnessed at the Spaniard. You didn't meet him, but he was in charge of that. Owen says to his female friends, he'll say, this is almost like the creepy freaky thing. He'll say creepy isn't creepy and not creepy is creepy, which I guess to actually put that in real words, if a guy is too good, it's indicative that it's very much like it's not possible. There must be a catch. And someone who's really nervous, like at least it's hard to fake nervousness. Yeah. Like it would take a real psychopath to have all of the physical signs of nerves rehearsed as to seem like he's just, shy and nervous or whatever as a way to get past your defenses. Mm-hmm. Like, I guess I could believe that could exist, but that would be really, really difficult to be so fake nervous that as a way to like go under the radar.
And then you're just like a weird con artist. Like you're
right.
like
I think you would pick up as soon as that started.
Or a really good actor.
A really good actor.
Right. I guess what I'm saying is almost nobody is that good of an actor, and if they are, they probably are a professional actor. Like that's just not who you're encountering.
Have you heard of Daniel Day-Lewis?
That's it. Daniel Day-Lewis, watch out.
Watch out.
He's coming for you.
He's married,
You're not
happily
safe.
married, and in Ireland, so I think he's good.
So we're not getting hit on by Daniel Day-Lewis
Oh.
if we go somewhere.
Is he like a pedophile?
We're implying it, even though there's no grounds for that.
Daniel Day-Lewis is not a...
He's not a pedophile. You're
Cut
not-
this out! No, I am... No, he's not.
You could be a pedophile. Have you seen that joke from Dane Cook? Everybody
Oh,
goes
yeah.
back Wales.
We'll just cut to
My
a school.
favorite-
You get a school.
My favorite Dane Cook joke is when he's like, when you're in a relationship and you want to get out,
Yes.
it's like, someone shit on the coats.
Someone shit on the coats. Dane Cook is so cool. I've actually had 2 conversations with him, which were
He-
very cool.
Okay, but if we're talking about pedophiles, like,
He's not though. Look, I know optics.
You seen how old it
Optics, man. She's a willing participant.
Okay,
He's a really, really kind-hearted guy, and
Okay.
look,
You met him.
if
twice.
I was I talked to him like over I talked to him over social media twice. He's super nice. He has liked my comments before too. Like he's so supportive. He was super supportive about me moving to New York City. This is so random. I can't believe we're talking about this. I
Does he live here?
applied in no. I was living in Nashville.
Oh, okay.
And I submitted, I put my name in the hat of wait, I'm so dyslexic. That was a moment. Hold on. I put my name in the hat. Yes. My name is in the hat, and then you pull from the hat. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
You did
Not
it.
my hat is in the name.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, I put and I got chosen because he was doing if anyone wants to chat about careers, and he was sharing career stuff.
sure, yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I told him I was thinking about moving here and why, and he was so supportive, and I just keep saying because I'm uncomfortable, and I feel like no one cares about this topic.
No, we're gonna post this
I
and
like
tag
it.
Dane Cook. Just
Dane
clip.
Cook,
Clip.
you're so cool.
I like that you like saying
like.
That feels like an actual connection to the thing we were just talking about, by the way. Because if someone has no stuttering, no inarticulates in their speech at all, if it's
Yeah.
too perfect,
Then they're AI.
then they're AI. And they're not going to murder you, but they're just not real.
am not
Not-
like AI
We need a couple ums. Although AI is just going to learn the ums, which is my fear. When I was trying to get into what my fear is that someone could be so good that they will figure out how to say and and the stuttering and kind of pausing and a deep
There is
breath
one
and
that
out
does
of
that,
place.
right?
AI or a person?
AI.
Okay. If it's AI doing it, it's fine.
Yeah, it's Elon Musk.
AI doesn't go up to you in a bar.
Not yet.
Okay. AI could match with you on Hinge.
It sure can.
Yeah.
Did you see that they have AI? They're building a human. They use human cells, and you click them together, and it's a little robot. And it makes the heart beat, and the brain turns on.
Oh.
You stick body parts.
Did
in it.
AI make this
pro-lifers.
post about this, or is this real?
No, it's a scientist, and he's in the lab, and he's putting the human-grown body parts together with it's like a computer on the inside and the human, and it's kind of like the computer. Yeah, the computer is the brain, but the brain is the mechanism throughout the human machine. So it's human flesh, human bone, all the things. They're building humans, but on the inside, instead of a brain, it's a computer.
Pro-lifers are gonna have such what's it called? Cognitive dissonance.
Oh God!
Yeah.
Wait, why? Because they'll be you can't destroy a human.
They're just gonna be they're
Yeah.
gonna be.
Should we close some threads before we're done?
Should we?
What did we not get to that you guys want to?
I kind of didn't know what we were coming into, so
Me
just
either.
happy to be here.
Okay. Should we talk about day trading now?
No.
Does it not fit the podcast
Podcast. I think we're out.
This was
That'll
supposed to
be
be a
another time.
finance episode.
I know this was supposed to be a fight.
We were supposed to talk about money.
Yeah, but then I realized how bad I am. I've been kind of testing it out with Bitcoin. By testing it out, I mean when I'm drunk. Sometimes I go in the bathroom.
Oh my God.
And I buy Bitcoin on the toilet. I spend $1. That's a real story. I don't do it anymore for sanitary reasons.
Because of the public
I used to
bathroom.
do it all the time when I was
Sponsored by
drunk at a
Coinbase.
bar.
Okay.
And I often, I'm a little different now. I
Oh,
sanitize
oh.
my phone once a week. I don't know, it's a whole thing. Anyway.
By the way,
phones are
no.
disgusting.
Phones should be washed all the time.
All
Yes.
of,
Do you guys
every
know Mark
day.
Rebier?
No.
He's like a comedy DJ musician. I've met him like 7 times because he is just around. We're not friends, but I just stalk him. Anyway, he made a post. He has 3.5 million Instagram followers. He's incredible. He's not going to be happy to be associated with this, but he posts all the time about washing your phone. He's
Wash
the
your
only
phone,
person
yeah.
I've ever seen say that
your phone.
publicly.
I wash my phone all
Like, you can put it in the dishwasher. You can...
No,
You
don't
can't
put it in the dishwasher.
No, he said
take
he
those-
uses dish soap.
Yeah. You don't put water on it. What you can do, and this is just coming from my healthcare days,
yes. Tell us.
working the pandemic,
us.
you clean your phone every time. Like, I'm cleaning this thing as soon as I get home. Like, I just had it on a chair. Butts have been on this.
Butts have been on subways.
Butts have been, yes.
And on personal couches.
I never wear outside clothes on bed. Outside clothes do not go on bed. Never once, not once. Not
I
once.
am so bad. Like, I need to be Lysol'd. Like, my whole life needs a Lysol can.
And you have a puppy, so.
And I have a puppy.
Is that
like,
is
goes
that
on my
an
head.
emotional commentary? What are you talking about?
No, it's
Just
like...
purely physical.
Why did you go there? I didn't.
Yours.
I just felt like she got kind of somber for a second, and I was like, what is she really saying?
Yeah, no, I'm really
There's a bit of
saying
the
is-
swaying is what's doing it.
It's because it's really fun to
I'm just
swirl in the
I've been
swirly
doing it a
chairs.
little.
I'm processing that. I have a
We should have done this.
I have
the
a
whole
hard
time.
time cleaning.
So what you're really trying to tell me is
Is women are
There's-
dumber and men
there's-
are smarter, and that's really all I'm trying to say.
We
Alright,
knew that.
and
That's
then
what
it's
you
like,
thought the
nah,
entire
and I
time.
just run out of the room.
Yeah, there you go.
I just leave my stuff here. It's
really
yours
nice
now.
camera.
Anyway, I have a hard time
I don't even bring my
cleaning my
phone.
room on a regular basis.
Oh,
and it's because there are too many items in it, and I get overwhelmed by the sheer amount of items. And I feel like if I clean it, I have to sanitize every single item in every single corner and every single spot, and that's too overwhelming. So what I do is I wipe off my puppy's paws before bed, and his paws are clean. Thank you. That's what I do.
Ashley is a very responsible pet owner, and she does like clean. You
I
like
am clean. It's just so overwhelming that it's like it's so black and white. Like, am I gonna clean my room? What the fuck? Do I have 3 days? No. You might as well leave it. Just don't touch the germs. They won't touch you. That's not true. Do not.
Don't touch the
Try
germs.
that.
I was thinking if we
Kids.
should end on that.
Don't touch the germs,
Germs-
and they won't
they
touch you.
you. That's
You
so.
know?
Just as like a way that I've been making content recently, I could quote that in the thumbnail.
I love it.
And that would be such an egregious misrepresentation of what we talked about.
It's amazing.
But it's
Right.
loosely connected though. Don't touch the germs and they won't touch you is almost what we were talking
Matt,
about.
we clearly did not learn our lesson the first time. Let's not mislead our viewers.
I like misleading
Like,
viewers.
let's
so
not do-
well.
Because now I'm going to get to go on Danielle's show, which if
Okay.
I had made a
Okay,
down-the-line, run-of-the-mill boring video, I would not be doing that.
Right.
And now I get to have the nuanced debate. Although she said
It's not a
she's going to
debate.
lead...
It's not a debate.
Well, some of the parts are debate-worthy and some are just obvious, and I just said them wrong.
Okay, but when
Like,
you
we're going
told
to
us
rule
what-
out 70% of the video from the jump, and then 30% is stuff that can be debated.
Right, but the actual story that you told us was actually very nice. Like,
Yeah,
you
it's a
actually
good
had
one.
a very nice time.
Yeah, I can,
Satisfaction on your face.
I can show you the
You're
text.
like,
Oh, wait, so I'll end it with this. I sent the video to the person, to Jane, who has the same name as my mom.
Why did you do that?
Like a couple days ago.
That's
I'm like,
so
it's
sweet.
blown up. Not my mom, the other Jane. You didn't meet the other Jane.
You said
They're
your
both-
mom is so. You said your mom's name is Jane, and I said your mom is.
Oh,
so
thank you
sweet.
for that. You're her favorite podcast guest so far. My mom liked
Hi,
Ashley's
Jane.
episode the most. We'll see how this
Jane, I just want
episode's-
you to know I wasn't trying to ream your son out or anything. I'm sure you're a very nice lady.
She might think I'm weird now.
This
that
is
I
my
was
second
like,
time meeting him.
Don't touch the germs. And they won't touch you.
No, my mom is a clinical germaphobe.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah, she puts a plastic bag on the remote in hotel rooms. She has
That's smart.
She has a suitcase cover that she
Yeah.
just bought for
Oh, I
her
have that
suitcase.
too. And I wash it when you get home. You
Yeah.
wash
Nice.
it, and then it doesn't touch anything.
Yes.
Yeah. So when the suitcase goes back in the house, it's clean.
It's clean.
Because there was a suitcase cover on the suitcase.
But what does she do about the wheels? Because this
Mom.
stresses me
they go
out.
round and round.
This
Mom, the
fucking stresses
wheels.
me out.
Mom, the wheels.
It's like there's no point to cleaning anything if it's not going to be 100% sterile. You know what I mean? That's called black and white thinking. Get a therapist. Thank you. That's to me. That's me to me. Thank you. Anyway, I'm sorry.
I'm glad we didn't end on the germs won't touch you thing. Because I like this also. What were we talking about?
Jane.
Oh yeah, I sent it to her. like a couple days ago, because I was like, by the way, this person made this video that made the thing go viral. What do you think of it? And she just basically was like, you're getting flamed in the comments, LOL. And then I was like, how do you feel about being associated with it? She didn't answer. I feel like she doesn't understand what the video is, because if she were to respond honestly, she'd be like, is that me or was this a different interaction? I don't remember any of that.
That is what you should put in like the hook thingy.
Okay. And then I should clip it to the front of the episode.
Which is
What are we calling this one? Not that something. I don't know.
Not finance.
Not that accurate.
not that accurate.
Not that accurate.
Not that inaccurate, because it has
Not
to be the
that
negative.
inaccurate.
And scene. Okay. I feel
we
good.
did it. We did it.
Any final words?
I
High
feel
five
like,
at the end.
I feel like you guys like really had like a strong
Let's high five.
like a
You were moderating.
a strong
It was
thing.
great.
I was moderating.
You were in the
like,
right seat.
I was going